Bootcamp Hip Hop Edition. So we start out with Treasure still being upset as she should. What Molly called her is unacceptable, especially since they were just doing the practice for the show. Yes, it was excessive, but come on, don't insult the girl. So we're seeing Treasure kind of make a turn. I don't know if it's because she's off alcohol, but this episode kind of shows her being clearer in her thought process and basically not tolerating any BS. Then next thing we see Nore like losing his mind because I guess they collect their phones at the boot camp to kind of keep them in the moment. And he's freaking out, give me my phone, this and that, because I don't even know what the hell to call that. I don't know if he was putting on a show because he says how he watches this show a lot and he knew that would be a moment. Because as soon as he flips out, he calms down with no rhyme or reason. I'm just like, Nore, please get out of my face. Then Treasure is sitting outside. Freaking Molly walks by, doesn't even acknowledge her. Like, that's the person. Whether y'all are faking, that's the person you came to boot camp with. So why are you ignoring her? So Dr. Ish and Jotola are seeing this happen. Dr. Ish pulls her aside to talk to her, and she's just like basically expressing herself, talking about, I don't see this relationship going anywhere. Dr. Ish is like, for real? She's like, yeah, like, this is not a relationship I want to work on. She calls Molly the devil. As she calls him the devil, Molly walks in. And he is freaking out because Molly, with all the trafficking stuff going on with him, I guess he thought he would come to the show and, like, rebrand himself. But it's not working. Who you are is who you are, and who you are shines through. And Treasure makes a statement, like, he says, I'm an alcoholic, but then he feeds me alcohol. Like, obviously, he's trying to manipulate whatever is going on. Like, this is not someone that cares about me. This is not someone that, like, loves me or is looking out for the best in me. How can you tell me this is destroying you, but give me the same thing that you think is destroying me? Make it make sense. So Molly hears the whole, devil debacle. He's freaking out. Then they go to the next challenge, which is communication day. They're supposed to put up a go-kart. So one person reads the script and the other person puts it up. Of course, Molly's the one with the script. He's being very rude and nasty. The couple's completed, then they go in. Then Molly corners Nore, talking about, she called me the devil. He's asking questions, but he's answering them simultaneously, which Nore is just like, boy, we've had this conversation 10,000 times. I don't want to have it anymore. Nore to the point where he's like so over it that he starts talking about a freaking lizard. And I'm just like, get me out of here. Like, what are we talking about? It was just so freaking crazy. And Molly has no self-awareness because this is all happening and he doesn't even get that. Basically, Nore is like, I'm tired of this conversation. Can we just end it? Then Treasure comes to sit down and talk about what's been going on with them because they're basically not really communicating. Molly is like, you called me the devil. Am I the devil? Then he calls an audience. Nore comes there, and I don't know who else comes there, but specifically Nore, because he asked Nore, and Nore is like, no, you're not the devil. Of course she's going to say, no, you're not the devil. She doesn't know who you are. She just met you. But it's like, why do you need an audience to validate you? Then, okay, the other people there are Brock and Amber, and they're basically like saying the same thing. Like, this is how this girl feels. Amber asks Treasure, do you really think he's the devil or you were just mad? Treasure's like, I really think he's the devil. He tries to manipulate me. Like, this is not good. So Molly is finding out that Treasure is not who he thought he was here with. And Treasure is not about to play the stupid game with him. And he freaks out. He's like, I'm getting out of here. I'm done. This, that. He's throwing a tantrum. Tough tries to talk him off the ledge. He doesn't listen. Then Dr. Jotola goes up and talks to him. Then he decides to stay. He's like, he's so like obsessed with looking bad. I'm like, you're not going to look bad if you're not doing crazy stuff. Like, you're going to look like how you present. You can't hide yourself. That's what people don't know. I think he came here thinking he will control Treasure, keep her drunk, be the captain, save you know what. But Treasure basically, once they told her she was smart and she should please sober up, Treasure started seeing who she was as a person, how she adds to humanity, and how this man has basically been using her. And she was like, this is enough, basically. And he doesn't like it. Then we get back to the challenge. After building the car, now they have to drive blind. The same communication thing. Monie and her boyfriend, baby daddy, win the show because she listens, as nothing new. I mean, That relationship is just weird to me, but here we are. Then all the guys are together, still talking about this Molly thing. And basically, Nore is like, well, I see Treasure being a wife material. And Nore. Molly is straight up like, she's not any kind of wife material. So that's just BS. But then he goes out while Treasure is talking to Monie and like basically expressing herself. Like, you know, this is how I feel. This guy basically drags me and tries to keep me drunk and basically belittles me. Molly comes out talking about, come sit on my lap. You ignored the woman the whole time. This is toxicity personified. He ignored her the whole time, then comes and does this fake thing. And Monie is triggered because she sees it. She's like, he is trying to control her. He's seeing that it's not working. Now he's trying to like love bomb us or something. That he's all kissing her at the table. And Treasure answers honestly that she's not comfortable, you know, with the whole thing. And once again, Molly doesn't really want to hear that. So it's just a whole mess. And Monie walks off because she's so triggered. She's like, this is basically an abusive relationship. And then Dr. Ish comes, talks to them, telling them they can't leave. You know, you have to kind of face your things. Talking specifically to Molly because it's like, communication is what Molly needs and Molly keeps running away and it's just ridiculous. And Molly is so obsessed with, oh, I look bad. She's making me look bad. We agreed to make each other look good. No, you weren't trying to make her look good. You wanted her to look crazy. But the best thing, what's her name? Monie could have told Treasure, was like, girl, you don't have to like dim your light to make someone else shine. You could care for somebody else and not like throw yourself under the bus, and that's okay. I love it. Then they faced Nore. Nore wasn't expecting it, and they were talking about how he basically is also controlling because he's like, he thinks his wife is going to do something because she's hanging out with single people. And the wife makes a point like, now me and Monie are getting along. So if she doesn't go up home with her boyfriend, are you saying I can't hang out with her just because she's single? Like, he made no sense, and the girls made him know that. I like that they banded together and made him see something. But I feel like Nore is putting up an act. I feel like either he watched this show too much or he just, I don't know. He doesn't seem authentic to me, and that's just my take. But let me know what y'all think about it. Thank you. I'm sorry for a little bit of the confusion. My dog is needing a whole bunch of attention today. But like, subscribe. Goodbye.